everybody. My gosh, are we the luckiest people in the world,
Pretty
Michael?
much, yeah, pretty much.
We get to hang out with Reggie.
Chef Reggie's here from Trumbull Country Club on their newly designed patio that opened up this summer.
I have to admit, Reggie,
It's been nice, huh?
I haven't been here in years, Mike. And of course, you know, during COVID and everybody was in lockdown, so we didn't go anywhere. But to come out here and to see what you guys have done with this place, it is unbelievable. You've been here almost 2 years now, right?
Yeah, almost 2 years. It's been great. Membership is way up, and we're doing some great things, so it's exciting.
It's obvious that you are literally doing great things.
Yeah.
You guys have put out quite a sampling for us, Mike.
Do you want to take us around the horn? Start with this sandwich, because everybody's eyeing this sandwich.
Yeah, so this is our most popular sandwich on the menu. It's Nashville chicken.
Which
little
means
spicy.
okay.
Yeah, it's dipped in this nice spice blend, so a little spicy, a little smoky. It's got a smoked Gouda spread on top, some pickles, so simple but very good.
That's good to go.
This one's so colorful.
This is the Scarlet Snapper, so it's got some tropical flavors, some coconut rice, some mango coulis, and a little bit of pineapple salsa.
Okay, just keep going up front.
Up top, we got the scallops beurre blanc, so just some fresh pan-seared scallops. We got a nice light arugula fennel orange salad and some orange beurre blanc.
I'm a sucker for scallops. They're easy, they're bite size. Keep going.
Up front here, we got the lemon artichoke chicken. Just a nice, good flavors. Blistered tomatoes, artichokes. It's over some pearl couscous. Then over here we got our Panzanella ribeye. So this is a Caprese Panzanella salad, which is, everybody knows a Caprese salad, so tomato, mozzarella. Panzanella is a bread salad, so we got the bread in there, some nice fresh toasted croutons. The charred ribeye with a nice sun-dried tomato basil butter. And then up front, a couple desserts. We got a hot chocolate s'mores cake with the nice toasted marshmallow on top, and then a triple berry shortbread.
And we have a couple of drinks up front. This is a limoncello Collins, like a take off the Tom Collins, but really refreshing for the summertime.
This one's lovely.
Some gin smash, right? Something with a smash.
Yeah, I don't do the drinks. I like drinking them, but...
And tequila sunrise over there.
Sunrise
We picked the prettiest ones.
They did.
The prettiest
they knew
people.
that the cameras were going to be here today.
Right. So we're going to hang out here all afternoon long.
We are.
Yeah. Thanks for having us.
Absolutely. Glad
What's
to
your
have you
favorite
guys.
part about working here?
Well, it's pretty close to home, so I get to work with some great people, and the people that I cook for every day are, people I grew up with, family, friends. So it's really nice to kind of be home.
That's cool.
And cook for people, that I've known my whole life.
And if you had to pick one thing out here to eat, if you had to pick one right now to nosh on, what would you take?
He's going chicken stew. Are you going
This is difficult because who doesn't like
we have
steak?
desserts, there's ribeye.
I love some fish, but this sandwich is delicious.
All right. Good job.
Maybe a little bit of everyone.
Do you ever get a chance to play golf or go use the pool?
Yeah,
Do
absolutely.
you?
Not the pool so much, but I go out golfing every once in a while.
Very good.
All right, so hang loose. We're going to be here all afternoon long, and thanks again for having us.
Absolutely.
And we want to kick off the show with a guy that was in the restaurant business right now, but then he had to quit because he's got so popular on social media. We had a guy come and do TikTok at the Grand Resort, and wait till you hear this story.
Social media is a really weird place.
Oh yeah, very weird and very profitable. Ryan Peters was a chef in Pittsburgh until not too long ago. He started posting videos of himself mixing eggs and flour into pasta dough. And then, suddenly, everything changed.
This is like the story I tell everybody. I had like 300,000 followers, which was crazy. I was happy with it.
Yeah.
And then I posted a video at 9 o'clock at night of just some eggs and flour like normal.
Was that the first? I was gonna say, was that the first?
No, it wasn't even the first one. And then when I went to bed at 11, it was at 2 million views. I woke up to 12.5 million views. I think now it's at like 40 million.
That's crazy.
And I went from 300,000 to 1 million followers in 2.5 weeks.
Meanwhile, Ryan's son was born, and his new persona was born as well. Ryan Peters was now Peters Pasta. So much for going to work at the restaurant.
Yeah, they thought I was crazy. Everybody kind of thought I was. I thought I was crazy, and I still am kind of crazy, but it's all right. I'm having fun with it, so.
It's not rocket science. You crack the eggs, He uses a special brown egg for the deep yellow-orange color of the yolk. Separate the eggs. Make the flour into a circle with a pocket in the middle. Add the eggs and start stirring. In a few minutes, he's got fresh pasta dough, and people love to watch by the millions.
Why do you think it's so popular?
That's a question I get asked a lot. I have no idea. It makes no sense to me. I mean, I guess people think it's satisfying and stuff. I don't personally think it is, but it pays the bills, so I'm going to keep doing it.
Ryan has over 2 million followers, and it grows every day.
So this is your job now?
This is my job, 100%.
Did you ever think that was possible?
No. No. But it's the dream, you know?
Make a video here and there, post it on TikTok, and get paid. But how?
There's a lot of ways.
A lot of things.
Yeah, so there's the TikTok creator fund, they pay per views.
And that just depends if you have a lot of followings or views.
No, anybody can get into it. And then brand deals are a really big one. A lot of what I do now is white labeling content. So I create content that's not even pasta for brands and stuff, and then they just pay me for that. Food content creation is a really it's popular, and it's still very new. You know what I mean? Still, none of us really know what we're doing. And there's no standard for it. So
nowadays, Ryan has been invited to make his pasta in Vegas, here at the Grand Resort in Warren, and his favorite, being a sports fan, Heinz Field.
I've met a lot of really cool people, a lot of athletes, a lot of the Steelers I know, all that kind of stuff.
So Ryan's living the dream, traveling and making his pasta. So let the haters hate.
I know some are not bitter, but you know what I mean. They're still working 12 hours a day in a restaurant.
Yeah.
I'm out here going to Vegas and doing all the fun stuff, so.
Do you think you'll always do pasta, or you think you'll do something different?
No, I think I'm pretty committed to this at this point.
So TikTok.
It's a big deal.
My kids have it on my phone just so they can look at it when we're riding in the car or something like that. I had no idea how this whole social media thing works and how you can make money off it and stuff like that. It's
good
amazing.
for him. Dr. Farmer, our good friend, she's got lots and lots of people that follow her too.
And I hope people do say good for him.
They do.
And good for her.
Yeah.
Because, I'm sure there are people that say, okay, Mr. Video Guy works a minute a day and makes 60,000, whatever. I hope people aren't haters about it. I hope they appreciate the fact that somebody's taking advantage of their talents. That's cool.
It's creative and it's different and good for them.
And you have a good story about creative people.
I most certainly do. Sherman Creative. They are the people that put logos on all kinds of stuff. And not only are they able to help companies in that respect, but they're taking a huge stride for a huge anniversary, and 100% of the money that they're raising benefits the United Way.
Sherman Creative's turning 25 this year. And in a meeting we had, we were like, what can we do to give back to the community that's given so much to us?
When a local business has been in business for 25 years, that's a big deal all by itself. Maybe you don't know who Sherman Creative is, but that's okay. You've probably seen or worn or used their stuff, and maybe you didn't even realize it.
So Sherman Creative is, in its core, a branded merch and promotional product company. So we put your logo, your branding on a variety of different items, whether it's teamwear, promotional products, displays for trade shows, giveaways, you name it, we can put your brand on it.
25 years of making branded items for businesses all over the Valley, and that's why they decided to put the Valley first as they celebrate this milestone.
We'd been volunteering with United Way for the last year on and off with their Saturday of Caring, and it just made sense for us to partner with them. They've been a long-standing customer.
Customer of Sherman, yes, but these ladies talk the talk and walk the walk, which is easier said than done.
So we are mostly involved in the Saturday of Caring, which we meet in the Southwoods parking lot once a month, and there is a mass amount of food. It's actually quite unbelievable. And we'll just go through and we'll organize the donations, put them into bags, and then a line probably a mile long full of cars with drivers like, my mom and dad could be a driver, and they pick up their loads and they take them to people in the community that can't get out for whatever reason. So this all sparked when the COVID pandemic hit and people weren't able to leave their house. So we started delivering food to them, and it just grew from there, and we don't see it stopping anytime soon.
So what does a team of creative and message-minded people do to help an organization that reaches and impacts so many?
So we designed a shirt, and it's just community over everything is the mindset behind it, and just giving back 100% of the proceeds of everything that we sell. It's all going to go back to the United Well, and they're going to do great work.
So after 25 years of business, 25 years of helping get important messages out there, it's easy to see why this group decided to give back in the most united way possible.
So last year we did a really large project with Mercy Health, and we outfitted every single employee with a t-shirt that had, we're in this together, that really positive slogan on it, and it was received so well. And we weren't able to give 100% of those t-shirts away for free, and we knew we wanted to do a big project and really give back in a meaningful way, and it was a no-brainer for us. Philanthropy and volunteering is really baked into the core at Sherman Creative. And doing anything less than 100% just isn't the Sherman way.
How about those good-looking t-shirts? You'd wear one of those.
And I'm excited the United Way continues to grow around here, because a lot of places are downsizing, and they just hired a friend of mine, as a matter of fact, so good for them.
That's wonderful. And if you would like to buy one of those t-shirts, log on and find Sherman Creative on Instagram. It's a pop-up store. It's only going to be open for a little while longer, so please keep that in mind.
All right, when we come back, we're going in the test kitchen.
We sure are. Mark Canzonetta, gigantic, massive sandwiches. Who doesn't love that, right?
I love it.
That was my idea this time.
The Major League affiliated Mahoning Valley Scrappers are back. Bring the family back for Buck Nights, great giveaways, weekend fireworks, and even more fun than ever. We can't wait to see you. Tickets, sponsorship, info, and more at
mvscrappers.com.
River Rock at the Amp is back for 2021. All summer long, we've got the greatest tribute bands around. Visit riverrockattheamp.com for the complete schedule and get your tickets online, at the door, or at the Sunrise Inn in downtown Warren. At RC Compounding, their team of pharmacists specialize in erectile dysfunction therapies that don't have to cost an arm and a leg.
It's becoming more and more comfortable to talk about these things. And we're not doctors, but we're pharmacists. But you can call and talk to us, and we will tailor something to you. We will reach out to your doctor. We'll collaborate with you, collaborate with your doctor. We compound a specific drug for a specific patient.
RC Compounding, we care about your health.
Here we are. Mark's waking up. We turn the lights on and Mark comes alive on this show.
It's just literally, they say flick the switch, and it just happened.
You are exhausted these days.
You know what? We're just, we're rolling with the new times here in 2021, and we're having a lot of fun doing it. It's been a very humbling experience cooking everything in my kitchen again. So.
Yes. And we're glad that Bistro is robust and good.
We're on fire.
We are on fire. Lots of parties.
On fire. Downtown's on fire. Concerts. Our dear friend Eric Ryan is killing it with the concert layout. So it's just been great to see Youngstown almost back to its normal self.
Yes, and hopefully we will continue to do that.
Yes.
So everybody's got to do their job and their part, though. That's for sure. Anyway, oh gosh. gigantic sandwiches. You know how jealous Michael is that he's not here right now?
You know what, Michael? You miss the good stuff sometimes, buddy.
And this was my bright idea.
Well, it was both of our bright ideas.
Right.
Yours first. I said, okay, great.
Let's do it.
You know me, I've been blessed to travel this great country of ours and see a lot of great sandwiches.
Sandwiches. All right, so we are going to go to the other side of the East Coast.
We're going East Coast.
Yeah, big time.
We're going East Coast, and we're going to one of my favorite places to have a sandwich, and it's inside of the Reading Terminal. If you're ever in Philadelphia to see our great city of love, please stop off at the Reading Terminal because it's a food market like you can't believe. Just unbelievable. And Philly's got its flavor to it.
Yes, they do.
You know what I mean? So Dinnick's is one of the great sandwich stories of Philadelphia, and it's just really a take on your favorite sandwich in a different way.
My favorite sandwich growing up, and he knows this because he's had to make them for me over the years when I couldn't get them, but a Chicago beef sandwich from Portillo's, and there's a certain way to order it, and like there's like a bunch of questions they ask you, which you were going through this, and I was like, yeah.
It's the same kind of thing, So this is a roast pork sandwich. So we're going to take whatever your favorite cut of pork is, whether it's a shoulder, whether it's a butt, whether it's a loin. You're going to rub it down with salt, garlic, pepper, olive oil. You're going to sear it real nice, then you're going to put it into a pot with some white wine, some rosemary, some thyme, some bay leaves, a lot of garlic, and mirepoix, celery, onions, and carrot, and just let that roast till it gets happy and tender.
Okay.
And then we're going to pull that roast out of the jus, and we've already done this.
Right.
So we're going to pull that out, and so we're going to pull our roast out, and then you let it get cold so you can slice it.
Okay.
First off, whenever you cook any kind of meat, you want to let it rest between 10 and 20 minutes because you want to let that, when you roast meat, the blood pushes out of it and the juices push out. So when it's really, really hot. So when you let it cool, those juices come back into it.
That's what we want.
That's what we want. So if you've ever cut into a turkey early at Thanksgiving and all the juices came right out and you're like, oh
no,
my turkey's dry. That's why. You got to let it rest.
Mark, this smells amazing.
Doesn't it smell amazing? So what we do is we take that and then we let it cool and then we shave it down real, real thin. Because the thin, it's really, really tender because we want it to be thin because now we're going to take that beautiful roast pork and we're going to put it in all those juices from the cooking juices. And that's just going to get it really, see how happy it's getting?
Oh.
The steam coming off that, and you've got your beautiful sachet of herbs and your bay leaves in there. So we're just letting that get really...
So this is Philadelphia, huh?
This is...
I've never been to Philadelphia.
Never... What?
I know. I didn't want to say
How's that possible?
I know.
Well, we're all going to have to go on a little road trip. I have a ton
of
friends. My dear friend Keith Taylor from the Food Network, who we did battle with on Guys Grocery Games,
that's right.
has his place there. So a lot of great friends in Philadelphia. So anyway, so now we're just going to let that get nice and warm and happy. Now comes to the order part. You get your hoagie roll.
Okay, that's the roll.
And then they're going to tell you, with or without.
With.
So with. So you want it with stinky provolone.
I do.
So we want Christmas provolone. And then they say, do you want to step it up even one more level?
Yes.
So what we do is we have here, and I sauteed this off earlier, and some garlic and some olive oil. This is you can either use broccoli or broccoli rabe.
Okay.
Some people, I like the broccoli rabe. I grew up with it. It's bitter, so I really, really like that flavor. Spice it up with a little bit of chili flakes and some roasted garlic, and I think that's wonderful. So I'm going to start building yours, and you're with. Now, the third thing is, you want to dip.
Yes, I always do the dip.
So you want the dip. So you want the whole 9 yards.
Yeah, I do.
So we're just, look at that, Lauren.
That is so
How happy is that? And you want to get some of those juices on the inside, too.
Yeah, that's what makes the bread super good.
That's what makes the bread super good. So now we're going to take it, and we're just going to flip it in there and let it get happy. Let it get juicy and soppy. We're going to put it right here on your board, just like that. Look at that. Is that crazy?
I want
garlic cloves?
I want all of it.
You want the works?
I want all of it.
The garlic cloves, the broccoli rabe.
You know Sabina's standing by, waiting.
I know.
She's just waiting.
And now, I mean, this sandwich just needs it. This provolone, I mean, my godfather, my Uncle Pete Cicero growing up, we used to get this at Cicero's all the time. The Christmas provolone is what I like to call it.
Why do you call it Christmas provolone? Because you used to get it
Because that's the only time we really had it.
Oh.
Because this is the special. This is the Artichoke. So this is the really, really good stuff. Now look at that sandwich.
Look at this.
You want me to cut it for you?
Yes,
or are you just gonna take?
I'm just gonna like look. Well,
go for it. I'm gonna build another. No. I'm gonna cut it.
All right, you cut it.
Okay. Because it's gonna be a little messy, and you know that. But you're okay with messy. You get that. I'm gonna build another one while you're biting into that.
Okay.
And I just think this is one of the better sandwiches ever created for this world.
I don't know which way to go. I'm gonna go this way. Mark,
Is it a masterpiece?
I'm gonna need a bib, but this is so good.
Who cares about the bib? Who cares about
This
the
is
bib?
so good. Coming up
just
next-
all that good, succulent roast pork.
Coming up next, you're gonna do a couple other sandwiches for us, right?
Central Market,
Okay.
New Orleans, one of my
Gotta do
favorite
that.
cities. Got to do the classic muffalata.
And then the club that's here,
The club that's here, our own Saratoga Club.
which is named after the hotel in New York.
Exactly.
See, I listen when he talks, I promise. Mark, this is outstanding.
Thank you.
It's ripping.
I don't think a moppine is going to help you with this.
You heard it was a hit. You heard it was a smash. A wonder. A phenomenon. An international sensation. But you haven't heard them.
A to Z Dependable Services now offers walk-in tubs and showers in as little as 1 day. Let us create a safer bathing experience in your bathroom or the shower of your dreams. Call A to Z Dependable Services today for a free estimate or visit us online at onlyatoz.com.
For over 25 years, Rachel's Restaurant has been known for our award-winning cuisine and relaxing atmosphere. Our surf and turf's a Valley favorite, and like everything else on our menu, is prepared from scratch with the freshest ingredients. Rachel's Restaurant, Austintown.
Salt Me is a company that produces products that are made out of Himalayan sea salt. I have a love affair with Himalayan sea salt. And as an ear, nose, and throat doctor, the most important thing for me is that the products are going to be effective and that they're going to be safe for patients. So I make products that help sinus conditions, and I make products that are going to be good for the skin and good for the body. And all of them are made of Himalayan sea salt.
Welcome back to Valley Spotlight. You can hear the mowers in the background. I know. Manicure the course here at Trumbull Country Club.
A beautiful place, their brand new
really
patio.
pretty.
We're just glad to be out here. It's such a nice day for it too,
It's
Michael.
been good. It has been good, that's for sure.
I cannot wait to hear about this one. Second and 7.
I feel like everybody wants to help and they just don't know how. Well, here's a charity that's been around for a while, but it's finally making its way to Youngstown with some big names behind it. Listen.
We're working on the Akron area, Cleveland area, and we have a really good grip on that, a good footprint there, so we're moving into the Youngstown area now.
The Second and 7 Foundation might be new to us, but not the rest of the country. It's in 26 states and growing as we speak.
It's been around since 1999, so Mike Vrabel, Luke Fickle, and Ryan Miller started it when they were playing at OSU as football players, and then it was so popular and they loved what they did being in the classroom as athletes that they started the foundation, held their first football camp, and that raised enough money for 7 second grade classrooms to give the books to.
Add to that former coach Jim Tressel, and you have a nice formula for success.
It's natural because Jim Tressel is a huge supporter. He has been since the foundation started in 1999. He started something called Project Pass with his education department.
So the combination of the two has fit perfectly, and so has the message. Athletes giving back and underprivileged students receiving books and learning to read.
The give back of books, seeing the kids get these free books in need, they take them home and add them to their library or use them as their book bin, in their book bins at school, and seeing the athlete role model piece where they come in and make these connections with the kids. So we have a series of 14 books with our own characters. They all teach a life lesson, from teamwork to manners, to emotions. And we just came out with our 14th book in this past June. And that one is called the theme is Reading is Fun. And so we're just wanting kids to see how important reading is and why they need to do it and how it's going to help them later in life. Each book has its own theme. Okay. And so then the athletes go in and they read to these students, and then they can talk about how they use that theme, whether it was manners or patience or persistence, teamwork, or even sharing their feelings to how it got them where they are now playing sports at a college level and doing things later in life.
Sounds like a great idea for both sides, but the bottom line is kids are learning and the scores are going up.
We're a piece of the wheel, so instead of trying to teach literacy, we're trying to inspire kids to love literacy. And we do target schools and districts and students in need who don't have books at home to read and practice this and be read to. And they actually wanted to see if they could see the third grade reading scores, the guarantee, that test that they do, if their reading scores could improve, and they did.
Now they're hoping the Valley becomes a big proponent of 2nd and 7, whether it's a business or even a local school district.
If you're a teacher and you have athletes at the high school level that you think want to come down and read to your 2nd graders, if you're somebody at YSU and you play a sport and you think like this would be great, I can start my own program at Warren, Girard, wherever, any surrounding area. It's as simple as an email and we ship you the books and get you all set up. It's great for both. It's great for the students because then all of a sudden reading isn't that thing that they're afraid to do anymore. They like it, they do it on their own without being told to read. It doesn't become a chore. The athlete piece, they get to see how they've used their voice, that platform to connect with community and do more than just being an athlete at that level. So we're ready to move to this area. Project Pass is going to be up and running again this year. COVID kind of put a damper on some things. This year we're ready to go, and the funding, we've gotten a lot of outreach for people who want to sponsor and be part of it.
So if you would like to be a part of it, you can get a hold of Jamie. I'd go to their website. Just Google 2nd and 7. It's easy to find foundation, and with Jim Trussell behind it and all that good stuff.
Big names.
Yeah, and the coach of the Tennessee Titans and the coach of the University of Cincinnati. It's a big deal.
It really is.
So good for them.
Thanks for that one, Michael. I appreciate it.
Golf outing next May.
All right. Lots of people in their homes right now when it comes to rents and mortgages. They've been able to defer their payments. But now this forbearance thing is sort of changing people's lives. And Kelly Warren and Kelly Warren and Associates, they are here to help us figure out what it all means. Well, this week on Home Advantage, Mike's taking a break, and I get to hang out with our good friend Kelly Warren from Kelly Warren and Associates. My first trip out to the new Howland location in Wowie. Yeah. Everything, you walk in, it feels like home. Go figure.
All right, that's what we were aiming for.
It does. All right, lots to talk about today, and a lot of new information just came out when it comes to some of the people out there who haven't been able to pay their mortgages or their rent because of COVID. And everything was sort of put on hold, but now that is all changing.
Right. During COVID, they allowed for people with mortgages who are having financial hardships, your loan holder let you do a mortgage forbearance and put your payments on pause or make a lesser payment during your hardship period.
Okay.
All of those right about now, your mortgage companies are calling due and ending the forbearance periods, and we're hearing numbers this week like 14.5% of FHA loans are severely delinquent, meaning over 90 days past due.
Goodness.
We are not wanting to see a mortgage crisis like we saw in the 06-08 period. So I want to make sure that our consumers locally are well informed on if you've been in one of these situations, what do you do now to recover from it?
Okay, so what do you do? If we've gone 3 or 4 months without paying our mortgage, do we have to pay it all at once?
Well, your loan company should reach out to you and tell you it's time to start making your modifications to your loan to make things right again.
Okay.
And most loan companies are giving a couple of options to the homeowner. You can either make a larger payment for the next 6 or 12 months to catch up the past due. So if your loan payment was $750 a month, you could pay $1,000, for several months until you're caught up. The issue with that one is if $750 was already hard, $1,000 is going to be harder. Yeah.
Right.
Another option that they're doing, which seems like the easiest option to me, is just if you missed 6 payments, put those 6 payments on the back of your loan, extend your loan for 6 months longer.
That sounds way better.
Right. Keep your payments the same, and just if you would have had your mortgage paid off in 2029, now you have it paid off in 2030.
Right.
So, mortgages are so long. Right. What's a couple months?
Exactly.
So if that's an option for you, it's maybe a good option. Some other options would be look at refinancing. If you're currently in a 3.5, 4.5, 5.5 interest rate right now on your current mortgage, maybe you can refinance it. Rates are under 3% right now. You can call us. We can put you in touch with Valley Mortgage. You can maybe keep your same payment at a lower rate, pay off your loan sooner, or if you need to cash out, refi, get some money for other things to get you caught up on life. You might have some equity in your home to do that. I think those are good options for people too.
So when we're talking about the home equity and seeing what that looks like, home values are so high right now. Does that play a good role when it comes to people who are looking at it in that way?
Yes, because if your original purchase price on your house was $100,000 5 years ago,
right,
and now your house is worth $145,000, well, you've already got $45,000 in equity there, plus whatever you paid on the house over those 5 years.
Yeah,
so you could be sitting on some money, right?
Those are magic numbers right there.
And with interest rates being so low, you might be able to increase your mortgage and take some cash out and still be making the same monthly payment.
She makes it sound so easy. I could go on and on about this stuff. Well, we hope that people, if you're in a situation, just reach out to them. They've got a bunch of experts ready to go, and we have to say, on behalf of this team, you've helped us in a lot. Ron, me, Brad, you name it. So they are a wealth of information, and they get back to you just like that, which we love. So give everybody the phone number, call or text, right?
Yep, 330-717-2689, or online at kellysoldit.com.
Congrats on a new space.
Thank you.
Thank you, ladies. Good job. Well, if you watched the morning show in the last, how many years? 20?
20 at least.
Yeah, Dr. David Chiarella is a fixture on there. It's like a little flashback for us.
It's like Yogi Berra says, deja vu all over again.
Except for it's not 6:30 in the morning on a Thursday for once. Yeah, this is nice. We brought him in to talk a little bit, and you're a child psychologist, not a psychiatrist.
Right.
There's a difference.
Yes, there is.
I just don't know the answer to that.
Well, there is a difference. Psychiatrists went to medical school and then do residency.
Mm-hmm.
Psychologists get their PhD in psychologists do more therapy. Psychiatrists tend to prescribe more medication.
There you go. See, I know I'm not the only one that didn't know that, by the way. Okay, so we brought him in because we're getting ready to go back to school.
Right.
And it's been a wild time the last couple of years for the kids.
Unbelievable time for everybody.
What are you seeing?
Well, I see a lot of frustration. I mean, there was a great deal of frustration. The quarantine left kids isolated, socially withdrawn, depressed. There was a tremendous academic slide. Kids need to be in school. They need to be in person in school. Mm-hmm. And so looking at what's going on now with the Delta variant and increasing COVID cases, people are just becoming increasingly more tense, anxious, and frustrated at looking at having to wear masks again, and social distance, all of that stuff. So it's like we had a little break, and now we're kind of upticking again, and that anxiety and tension is increasing.
Do they understand that, or is it because we get anxious that they get anxious?
I think it's a little bit of both, but a lot of it is just parents. And one of the things that I say parents is, you just try to stay calm, stay focused, and look for a plan. Get some perspective. Most parents, if they plan and they're prepared, then they will feel less anxious and their kids will feel less anxious.
That's going to bring me to a question in a little bit. My kids are going back. They're going to be in school the whole time. Mm-hmm. Is there anything I need to do to prepare them for that, or is that something like riding a bike and they just get it?
Well, I think most kids are going to just get it, and I think as parents what you can do is let's talk about how nice it's going to be back in school. Mm-hmm. Let's talk about the exciting thing, the positive things, and and if they say, well, mommy or daddy, do I have to wear a mask? Well, we'll figure that out, but we'll make a decision, and you won't have to worry about that. That's a decision that we're going to make.
That was what I was going to ask you. I just talked to my daughter last night. She's 11, about wearing a mask. I said, what do you want to do? Because masks in our school district are optional. Mm-hmm. Should I, and her answer was, well, I'm going to see what everybody else does.
Sure.
So that's what an 11-year-old does. Should I be making the decision for them, or should I let them?
I'd say for an 11-year-old, I think you should. I mean, if you feel as a parent that it's in her best interest to wear a mask, then I think you say to her that, we've decided, Mom and I, that you're going to wear a mask. I know you may not be happy about that, but at least for the short term, for right now, you're going to wear a mask, and then we'll think about it and maybe reevaluate.
Yeah. And probably tell the teacher to make sure that we follow through. She follows through on it.
Right.
Yeah. Let me ask you then about planning, because you talked about planning. There's a chance that this could all go south and everybody could come home again.
Right.
Should I be planning for that with my son or daughter? Should I let them know that, or should I just let them go and what they don't know doesn't hurt them?
I think probably the younger kids, I would just kind of let them go. I think if you want to prepare kids for going back, again, I want to talk about the positive things, like, hey, you're going to be seeing your friends, you're going to get to be with your teacher, so on and so forth. And if they ask you, like, Daddy, is it possible that we might have to go on quarantine again or go online again? And then I think you'd say, well, we'll have to see about that. We'll have to see what happens. You know, is that a possibility? Yes. Is it probable? Probably not.
Good to see you. Thanks for coming over.
Good to be seen again.
We appreciate it. Dr. David Chiarella, if you'd like to get a hold of him, how do they do so?
They can call 330-856-1963.
All right, when we come back, we're going to talk a little about lemonade, which would be great at a fire pit
exactly.
on an 83-degree day. And also, we're going to play the name game after this break.
Papa Canzonetta's peppers, recipe established in 1975. A family secret is now yours to share with the people who add spice to your life. Choose from mild and hot versions, plus our famous original blend too. They're the perfect punch for any dish, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. We've got the recipes to prove it. Just follow us on Facebook, order online at papacans.com and pick your peck. papacans.com, order 6 jars or more and qualify for free shipping. We like it hot. We're glad you do too.
Well, Ducat not only sells the product, but we service them. We have parts and service support for every machine that you buy at Ducat. You are purchasing a machine, it's eventually going to break or need work, and we are here to do that. You don't get that from an online sale or a mass merchant. They just don't have the ability to have the parts and the service. We send our mechanics to school every year. We have 2 Briggs & Stratton master service technicians. There are not many in the country, probably less than 5,000 in the country, and we have 2 at Ducat. And we also have gold certified steel mechanics and numerous certifications in parts and service for every brand that we carry.
So let yourself go to Ducat. Let yourself go to Ducat. Heels is the low-cost living, anti-inflation department store.
Shop Hills in the Liberty, Lincoln Knowles, and Boardman Plaza, Youngstown, and the Ridgeview Plaza in Warren, and the Hills location in Champion, all open 10 till 10 daily.
Welcome back to Valley Spotlight. We're hanging out at Trumbull Country Club, Mike.
It is so hard not to eat this stuff.
I know, it's like killing us.
We're having this sandwich pretty soon, aren't we?
Yes, we are. And
right.
Sabina cannot wait to have that s'mores over there, so we'll have to end with her in a little while. But before we get to that, lemonade. We all like lemonade, right?
We do. It's a cool, refreshing drink.
And I can tell you what, there is lemonade that's being sold by a little guy, Little William, and not only is it refreshing, but it's helping a very important cause. Oftentimes, children don't know what they want to be when they grow up. Oftentimes, children don't know what it means to give back to their community at such a young age. But that is not the case with William Thomas. Just one look is all it takes.
I got this from Christmas, and it sounds like a real taser. And I got this from it's real training pepper spray. And I got it from Mercy Health Police Department.
You see, William has always respected our police and fire departments, but sporting the uniform is one thing. This kid wants to be in uniform for real one day, and the one thing he looks forward to is pretty simple.
Helping the community.
His fundraising lemonade stands have popped up all over the valley, and on this particular day, it was in Howland, on a busy street that got the attention of the people he hopes to help. Deputy Bobby Ross just had to stop to get a quick refreshment, and his reasons for joining law enforcement are the same as William's.
I just wanted to help out in the community. I live in Trumbull County. My kids go to school in Trumbull County, so working in Trumbull County, I feel like I'm giving back to the community. It truly did. I did want to get into law enforcement to help people.
With so many things circulating across the nation when it comes to people hired to protect us, it couldn't be more of a welcome sight.
It's good to see young people today supporting law enforcement and the first responders.
If you'd like to find out more about William's refreshing lemonade and a way to help him give back to the community, you can find out more on his Facebook page, which is appropriately named Rescue Your Thirst. Well, there you have it. Just look them up on Facebook, and easy to make donations, or just find out where the next lemonade stand is going to be.
That's so awesome.
I know. Such a good kid, too.
Yes.
Like, awesome uniform. I can't imagine it would be heavy. That's what I was thinking when I was interviewing him.
If they don't know, then don't tell them, right?
That's very true. All
right, well,
the name
I know it's back.
game.
People with famous names that are not famous. This guy doesn't live in Hollywood or Texas or anything like that. It's a little city just past Medina on 224 called Wellington. Meet Ben Hogan. Probably not the one you're thinking of.
The name game. Shirley,
My name is Ben Hogan, and I'm a golfer.
Well, not the Ben Hogan you're thinking of. Not the sweet swinging Texan that won 9 major championships. But as he said, this Ben Hogan's a pretty good golfer too. Just like his dad, Pat, whose buddies used to call him Ben.
He said it wasn't specifically for the golf thing, but that he just liked the name. And I think he got used to being called Ben, and it obviously had a ring to it, so he liked it.
It didn't take long for this Ben to realize he shared his name with one of the greats.
It was good and bad.
Yeah.
Obviously, people remember it, so it's an easy name to remember. But growing up, calling golf courses, trying to make tee times, I actually had to use fake names because when you hear a kid calling making a tee time for Ben Hogan, I got hung up on a lot.
The current Ben actually worked in the golf business and at one time played professionally. And it's always interesting when he introduces himself to the other players.
I get the same about 3 or 4 reactions out of everybody. You know, it's, I've always wanted to play with Ben Hogan, or I get to say I played with Ben Hogan. The others, of course, any relation.
And he even used the equipment.
But actually, right when I first turned professional, I signed on with Spalding, who had just acquired the Ben Hogan company. So I did play Ben Hogan irons in, I think that was about 2000. And quite honestly, those are probably still the best irons I ever hit.
Ben's back to being an amateur now, but he's still playing and still hearing the same jokes.
Although I think a few places haven't gotten back to me if I left a message saying this is Ben Hogan, if you could call me back, I'm interested about membership or whatever.
Yeah.
So there's still, I guess, some struggles.
Do you like it?
Yeah, I do. Like I said, it's easy to remember. In the golf business, it was fun. When I got out of the golf business, I was a police officer in San Diego. So it was kind of nice. I was either Officer Hogan or Detective Hogan or probably some other names that the gang members or other people would call me. But it's treated me pretty well.
What are the chances finding Ben Hogan at a local golf tournament?
Only you, Michael. Who will be next is the question.
Ben did not win.
No.
He had a tough second day, but it was so nice of him to talk to us. I was really happy about it.
I think they're fascinating.
All right, when we come back,
we are going to we're going to go back into the test kitchen with Mark Canzonetta and these giant sandwiches. They're huge, and he's just so good at it. Plus that club that's on the Bistro menu, that's part of this too.
Oh, good. Be right back.
And it really all started with salt, with Himalayan sea salt. That's where it all started because of a patient who came in and told me about the benefits of salt therapy, which is inhaling Himalayan sea salt, an aerosolized Himalayan sea salt. And I found that my patients were having fantastic results using salt therapy, and I wanted to know how could I incorporate the Himalayan sea salt into products that would benefit the sinuses and the skin. And that's where Salt Me was born.
Bistro 1907 is a classic yet unique American bistro. This space lets us immerse ourselves in history. The dishes are inspired by our past but have a modern twist. Bistro 1907 by Mark Canzonetta is unlike any place else. Find out why. I'm Mark Canzonetta, and I welcome you to Bistro 1907.
More sandwiches, Mark.
Do you recover from the Dinnick's pork sandwich?
Well, Sabina's eating the rest of mine like it's her job. We'll put a picture up, Ron. Remind me to send you a picture.
Now, that is a sandwich where it's kind of like Portillo's. You almost have to do the step back.
You have to do this and then just
You
get
have to do the
after
step
it.
back. So now we're going down to one of my other favorite food cities, a little city called New Orleans.
Very nice.
So New Orleans has this little store down there called Central Market.
Okay.
Central Market back in the 1920s, immigrants from Sicily came over, they brought the bread. This isn't exactly the muffalata bread, but we're using our focaccia.
Yes.
So it's supposed to have semolina, semolina and sesame seeds on top.
Okay.
So really,
That's
really
okay.
great. That's okay.
That's all
so
right.
we take our famous focaccia that Matt makes, and we love it. So we're just gonna rip off the top. We hold that out a little bit. Always me, a little olive oil. You know me. I love the
That's
olive
how
oil.
he makes it happy.
Well, olive oil, it's just like Julia Child with butter. Everything's better with it. All right, so first thing I'm gonna do is, and this is the thing here, feel that, how thin that is.
Paper thin.
You want that paper thin mortadella.
Okay.
Because that way you can feel the fat and it dissolves on your palate. You know what I mean? So we're take that, and then I'm gonna line you up
With some
after I'm done
cheese?
with this, and then you're gonna go around the horn
Okay.
with that. But I'm gonna stack this thing high, look at it. Why not?
Gigantic sandwiches, as promised.
Gigantic sandwiches. Look at that mortadella with the pistachios in it too.
Oh, how nice.
Now, you know, you could put capicola on this, you could put prosciutto on this, you could put something called prosciutto cotto, which is cooked prosciutto.
Okay, is that good?
A couple more, why not?
right. Do a
I mean,
little
look,
bit
you
more.
need a Lipitor pill to eat this sandwich anyway, so you may as well go all out. Now we are gonna add on the Genoa salami. We're gonna add on the Genoa salami, and I'm just gonna turn that like this, look at that. And this is gonna be, this is like,
super thin too.
this
Look
is,
at
it
that.
has to be, it has
like
to
you
be.
can see through it.
So when you eat this, it's beautiful the way it melts.
Wow.
So we're just building these layers of love, love, love. And then now the biggest key to this thing, besides the bread, besides everything else, is the olive salad. Very, very important you have the olive salad. If you don't have olive salad, you can use giardiniera. So
Okay.
you can use whatever you like.
So is
Pickled
this
vegetables,
is it
though.
spicy or
It
just
can be
tangy?
spicy. So that's the thing. Do we want to kick it up Papa style?
Always.
We're going to cook it up Papa style.
Yes.
Put a lot more of that right here in the middle.
Okay.
And that way we're going to have this like dome. So flip it. Remember the scallions? Pretend it's scallions. Okay? Get it on there. Go ahead. The more the better.
I feel like that's too much.
No, that's perfect.
Okay.
And now we're going to take my dad's,
Remember
my
the
brother's peppers,
scallions?
my brother Jeffrey's Papa Canzonetta's peppers, just to make that a little spicy. And oh my Lord, look at that. And we're just gonna flip this on top, like so. And we're gonna take my knife and wait till you see the inside of the layers of this thing.
This is how you build a sandwich.
Oh, look at that, guys.
Mark,
Look at that.
that is that's one of the most beautiful things I've ever seen.
Well, now you gotta take a bite and I gotta take a bite. Okay, here we go.
All right, you ready for
You
this
ready?
one?
Muffalata.
Muffalata.
Central Market, New Orleans. Heaven.
It's so good.
Live, love, laugh, and eat these sandwiches.
No hot water? Call A to Z Dependable Services. Our fully stocked rapid response water heater specialist will get you back in hot water in no time. A to Z is the only call you need to make.
Hi, I'm Barbara Corcoran. I'm constantly asked by news sources how to best navigate today's real estate market. I call the brightest agents in the business to get their input. Hi, Kelly. What's going on in the Mahoney Valley area?
Hi, Barbara. The market in the Mahoning Valley has remained strong.
I'm so happy to hear that.
Sellers are enjoying the safety of the Guaranteed Sold program, and buyers and sellers love the 3D tour and the free moving truck.
Get the best advice from my friend Kelly Warren. Go to kellysoldit.com. Be safe and smart.
Pets are part of the family, and at RC Compounding, their pharmacists make your pet a priority.
Pain management is a big one with animals, especially if they have cancer or like end of life. They're unable to take tablets or capsules, and we're able to customize it into a solution that an owner could administer pretty easily without, difficulty of having them swallow a tablet or capsule if they're not able to.
RC Compounding, we care about your health.
As promised, the Saratoga Club that is on the Bistro menu.
It's a fantastic sandwich. It really, really is. All the different textures, flavors.
I'm going to start with this bread because
the jalapeno cheddar bread from Mike, the bread chef, amazing. Then we're going to put down some Swiss cheese, some Gruyere cheese. Then I put down mashed avocado aioli, which is really, really a great thing to start this process. Then we have our house smoked turkey breast that we do in-house.
I was just watching Jeff cut it up back there.
I know. Why don't you hit me with like 4 slices of the tomatoes right there. I think that'll be awesome. And then on the next level, we're gonna put our house-made green mustard. So just a nice coating of that. Boom. And I'm gonna put some on the top too because it doesn't season itself. And then we have this beautiful thick cut maple bacon.
Ooh, baby.
And we gotta have plenty of bacon because that bacon just makes everything better. Then of course, this beautiful living greens lettuce, this Cleveland crisp lettuce. So look at this already. Take that, we're gonna put it on top of that. And then like this, boom. Then we're gonna hold it together with these big picks. But this club sandwich is one of our best-selling sandwiches here at the Bistro. It's amazing. Again, the Saratoga Hotel in New York. This is my twist on that amazing sandwich. And then good, it's all about the unveil. Look at that.
It is. I feel like I need to take a picture of this and post it on your Instagram page.
I think
so I'm not even going to eat it.
But that's a sandwich.
That is a sandwich.
When you go out to eat, you want to get a sandwich like that. You want me to cut you a smaller piece so you can have a bite?
Well,
or are you going to go in for the whole thing?
No, cut a piece.
Okay.
Cut it for sure. Oh yeah.
There
one
you
bite
go.
of that's not going to kill me.
I'll have one bite too.
Okay.
Here we go.
Ready?
Saratoga
Set.
Club. Cheers.
Cheers. Mmm. It was perfect, Mark.
All the flavors.
All the flavors. Let's send it out to, I'm at Angiuli's Farm Market, where the sunflowers are as big as your head.
I want some of those for my house.
They're great. Well, if you haven't heard, we have sunflowers out here at Angiuli's Farm Market. Happy Sunday, Carl.
Well, thank you. Well, same to you.
This has been quite a draw for you guys. You guys have had pick your own sunflowers all week, and there's still time for people to do it today.
Yes, they are. Tonight, this evening, we're going to have, we're currently open. The field is open. You can come and pick. And then this evening, we have a special event. It's going to be pick your own sunflowers, sunset sunflowers.
Sunset sunflower picking.
That's it. You
and
got
that
it.
is the time of the day to be out here and take those pictures with the family, take these memories home with you.
Yes.
People are able to cut them themselves.
Cut their
right?
own. They're $2 a stem. Pick as many as you like. There's probably over 100,000 flowers out here to pick. And so, yeah, they're only $2 each, and pick as many as you like. There's no charge to come into our field. We're just 5 to 8 is the sunflower picking this evening. And we had a busy week with the fields being open every day from 10 to 4, and there's still a lot more coming.
Right. If you think to yourself, oh my goodness, I can't get out of the house like right now, Lauren. So when can I come back again? Don't worry, they're going to continue to do this, and if this field is gone, you guys have planted several others that are going to be popping like sporadically over the next few weeks, right?
Yes, so we'll have another field in about 3 weeks or so. And then this fall, during the month of October, I think we're going to have a fall sunflower field. So if you can't come out these next couple weeks, just keep an eye on our posts. We'll have them here for you.
Yeah, and Julie's Farm Market, you can find them on Facebook. You can find them on Instagram. Super easy to find out here in Canfield. Give people the rough location. It's just right off the road.
Yeah, we're right on 46, 2 miles south of Canfield. The address is 9600 Columbiana Canfield Road. We're open every day now this time of year. Just check our Facebook page for the hours, and we're good.
Remember this time last year and the market wasn't even open?
Right.
I know.
It was crazy.
What a difference a year makes, and this is something that I'm so glad to see that you guys brought back.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, toot toot beep beep. We're excited about it too.
Yeah, we are.
So, Carl, have a good one, okay?
Yeah,
and give the family our best, all right?
All right, will do. Thank you.
How about the size of those sunflowers?
You remember last year when everybody was out getting their pictures taken in the sunflowers? Like on Facebook, every single person you saw with kids was in the sunflower fields.
That was Angiuli's farm market, Corey.
Yeah. Big sunflower year it was, let me tell you.
Yeah, it was great for sunflowers.
Good year for sunflowers.
How much are they? $2 a stem?
$2 a stem.
Pretty good.
Yep.
Great bargain, too.
It really is. And so is Trumbull Country Club. Corey, it's good to see you.
Good to see you guys.
What's your official title now?
I am the general manager.
Nice.
Yeah, not
nice.
bad.
Moving up.
Yeah.
Moving up in the world.
Doing our best.
Yeah.
The plating and the food we've been nibbling throughout the entire show. Steelite, right?
Steelite products, yeah, they're tremendous. We have a good relationship with them, and no matter what you put on the plate really accentuates the dish and makes Reggie and our culinary team even a little bit better. So we're proud to work with them.
That's really, really great. And the new patio out here, Mike, the golf course.
Oh, it's so nice. Yeah, tell me about the golf course a little bit.
Well, the golf course has come a long way. It's my 3rd year here. Same thing with our superintendent, Nick Province, and he's really grown the place leaps and bounds. I mean, the golf course couldn't be better condition-wise. We just had our member guest. The greens were rolling about 12 and a half. And,
wow, that's
fast.
good.
It's perfect out there. And and it's not overly expensive to become a member here.
No, he was just going over the family membership for social is what, like $115 a month? $115 a month. The golf one for family
is $315, and that includes cart fees and greens fees.
And there's still plenty of summer left.
There's plenty of summer left, and we are approaching a membership cap.
Okay.
Which a few years ago when I started, I never guessed I would say that.
Yeah,
but,
good for you.
Wonderful.
It's pretty cool, and if you want to come out and take a look at our beautiful facility, just call me, 330-372-4024, and I'm happy to give you a tour and show you everything we have to offer.
Yeah, pick an evening where they have the live entertainment and stuff going on in there. It's really nice.
Right, 3 nights a week, Wednesday, Friday, Saturday. It's a lot of fun.
That's cool.
It's like he knows what he's talking about.
Yeah.
Sometimes.
Yeah, you've probably gone through the guide a little bit, right?
Yeah, right. I read it before I came on here.
All right, before we go, we have to tell people how to watch us.
Yes, it's very easy. ValleySpotlight.com. Follow us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. And as always, please keep sending us these wonderful story ideas. We have been on the move and on the go. It's been nonstop, and we're so grateful for it because we wouldn't be able to do it without you. And we had lots of people that wanted us to come here, Corey.
Yes, the members like the show.
The members like to show off what it is
There
that
you go.
guys do here. So thank you.
All right, our retro-mercial, back to school shopping. We picked Sears. You went to?
JCPenney.
All right. I went to someplace in Hudson to get my corduroys.
Thank you for watching.
Take Sears back to school and learn the ABCs of saving on all corduroy pants, including tough skins for boys and girls. Save 25% on pants that pass the test for fit, value, and easy care. Plus, save 25% as you multiply your looks this fall, wearing this reversible parka, washable sweater, and pleated pants. And for $20 to $50 savings on electric typewriters that let you correct mistakes with ease, you can count on Sears.
If you like this video, subscribe to Valley Spotlight on YouTube and be sure to click on the notifications bell so you know when we've got some new stuff. You also can like us on Facebook, follow us on Instagram and Twitter, and subscribe to us on Vimeo or our Roku channel.